Yo, what is poppin' Saints? It's your boy, the SAINT, that be me. And I'm over here bringing y'all a new video. And in this one, I just wanted to double down on something. And what I wanted to double down on was that your reality, okay, is all based of how you react. I mean, all of it. When you just break it down to a simple science, all of what you want, all that what you want to attract, it all comes down to how you react. Because everything on the world, everything in this world senses that and it goes off of that. An example that I wanted to bring up was that a while back I had two vehicles. One vehicle and both vehicles got into an accident. Now, particularly my black vehicle, black Honda, it was done. It was total. All right. I had it. I still got it over there resting at my grandma's house. The other one, however, it was a van. Nothing crazy to write home about, but it was the only car that I could really drive, right? And the thing was, my car had been broken into 2 times. First time wasn't too damaging. It messed up my door lock. The second time, however, someone busted in my window. I mean, I was upset. I was just like, this don't make no sense. What's going on here? Right? And especially since my situation was like, dang, like I literally just lost my job on top of that, so I really can't even afford to fix it. Not let alone getting maintenance and all that. So I ended up just selling the car. But I just remember when all that happened, there came a point where I just stopped reflecting on that. And trust me, I've had plenty of opportunities too, because with where I was working later on, it was far. Okay? I'm talking it was a good hour and 30-minute bus back and forth from my job to home. And that could have just been a lot better if I had myself my vehicle. But what ended up happening was that instead I just didn't even hold on to it. In fact, I saw it instead. I decided to see it instead as something that had to be let go, as something that was holding me down. Because honestly, when it comes to the material world, I don't really hold things. I don't really care about the material world, especially now more than ever. Like I really don't care about this whole money chase and everything. I care about having a good life. I care about having a happy life, a life of fulfillment. But the whole getting millions of dollars, 10 different cars, sports cars and all that, I never really cared for it in the first place. I mean, I just care for it less even now. But the access of happiness, that I do care about. And if you want that, it's not all in money. But the point is, the way that I reacted, it was like God rewarding me. And I know that sounds weird. Like, how does God reward you for being okay with pretty much you getting robbed and losing all these things? The way I was rewarded was that a little down the line, okay, my friend's dad decided to donate me a car. Especially when I was in a position where I was like, listen, I'm about to just throw in the towel, leave it alone. I gotta go to the army, right? Like I was at that. Sometimes I still think back and forth on it, but I was at that point, right? Because I'm like, things is not making sense right now, especially with what I was losing. I'm like, nah. And when it was raining, it was pouring. Okay, it was pouring. But what I decided to do instead was I waited and I didn't stress myself out. I decided to think about instead the things that bring me joy. You know, think about the positive stuff that I want. Be grateful for what it is I already have. And also be grateful for what it is that I am and what I'm going to be becoming. Right? Because like I said, you can only have more of what you already got. And here I am. Last thing I'm thinking about is a car. But I knew that I was going to be taken care of because I knew everything was just going to work out. I knew that I was going to get to my end goal regardless. I still think that. It's like I'm not thinking about the dates. I'm not thinking about if it's ever going to come or not. I know it's going to happen. I have no doubt in that. And lo and behold, homie give a homie of mine give me a free car. His pops give me a free car. And you know, especially when I'm in a situation where I can barely afford it, right? Like I can barely afford to even give me one. Here comes someone that the Lord already placed in my life. It says, I'm gonna help you out if things worked out. And this is me also being grateful for, that's why I say this, like also, like you gotta really be careful with the people in your life, because look at how that blessing came about, right? No amount of years in my life would you be able to tell me that I would have someone that would look out for me like that. Not saying that it wouldn't happen, I'm just saying I'm not used to seeing that, and I'm not used to that ever being a thing. Especially since we're not even related, you know, like if someone like my cousin and aunts, you know, like cool, that would make sense. But like, you know, even their hands are tied, so they couldn't help. But boom, I got a close friend. His dad looks at me like family is too, as I do them. They're also my family, and they helped me out. And I didn't react all doom and gloom. Oh, why is the world beating me down? Even though I did for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got out of that because I knew I could do one of two things. I could either look at it from this perspective or the other. And so I'm telling you this. If you're in a situation where the first automatic response is to look at it negative, try giving yourself a second glance. Give yourself a second chance on that. Because who knows? Who knows? Maybe 100%, 10 out of 10, you'll just be in a better place if you just chill out, step back, and just come at it with a grateful type of energy. Because honestly, it's like I said in my last video, I'm gonna keep on saying it in every video. I don't care how many of these I'm gonna make, okay? Because the message is always gonna be clear. And there's always gonna be someone new that needs to hear it. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with me or anybody trying a new way of thought? Especially if the thought's gonna be helpful and it's gonna be educational. How you doing? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with me being able to give somebody keys to life? And I mean, it's like this, like would you turn down? Would you turn down a new car and a new house if you didn't have to pay nothing for it and it was completely just up to you? Because that's how I look at this information. That's how I look at this stuff. It's like, okay, well, look, if I find out that it's not for me, if I find out this house, I don't like it, or this car, I don't like the color, I don't like the tint, I don't like the model, I don't like it, then cool, I just pass it on. But like I say, I think even if y'all don't 100% believe in this stuff, you can find some sense in it. So I hope you find some sense in whenever you react to something, you control what's around you and things move around it. Like just I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that, I'm telling you that. Keep on living at like you're in the ending of the story already. Who you already are wanting to be at the end of that story, be that person. because how you react and how you think about your life and how you act day to day, the world listens to that and it bends to that. You got way more power than you think. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. But that was it though, y'all. Hope y'all found that educational. I'll be talking to y'all another time. Peace.